A job that no one wants to do, the latest Invisible Asia episode profiles India's sewer cleaners.
In cities and villages, it's common to see men and women cleaning latrines and sewers using brooms, sticks, and often their bare hands.
Well, they manually carry and dispose of human excreta. Some enter manholes with sewage water up to their necks to unclog pipes.
18 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಮೇಡಮ್. ನಾವು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಬಂದಾಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ BBMP ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. BBMP ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಬಳ ಆವಾಗ 600-700 ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಾಸನೆ ಅದು ಇದೆ ಹಂಗೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಗ್ಗಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಗತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ವಾಸನೆ ಅದು ಇದು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಗತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಬೇಗ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದುವರೆಗೂ ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಹಂಗೆ ಸಾಕೋದು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದೇನೇ ನಾವು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಹಂಗೆ ತಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ವಿ. ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗ್ಲೌಸ್ಗಳು ಏನು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೇ ಬರೀ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಣ್ಣೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದು ಮೂಟಾಕಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಗ್ಲೌಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ವಾಸನೆಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಅವರು. ಆವಾಗಿಂದ ನಾವು ಅದೇ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್. ನಾವು ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿರಿ.
ಆ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ಲು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
ನಾವು 3 ಜನ 4 ಜನ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ, 4 ಜನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ.
ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು?
ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇನೋ ಮುಳ್ಳು ಹೊಡೆದಿದೆ
ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ.
ಇನ್ನೇನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಮ್ಮದು ಅಂತೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇನ್ನೇನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ.
The Straits Times' India correspondent Rohini Mohan did the legwork for this, and she joins us now. Hi Rohini. Rohini, this kind of work is called manual scavenging, which has been outlawed in India since 1993. Yet these jobs remain. Why is this so?
I'd say the first reason manual scavenging continues in India is actually infrastructural. That is, very few households in India are connected to a sewage system. Urban cities are quite haphazardly built, and very few households here are connected to a drainage or to a latrine system where the waste can go. And those houses that are connected are actually connected to a very broken system or an old system that gets blocked a lot. Often the only way a blocked sewage system can be unblocked is by calling a human. But why do you even think of human, right? So that is because it's social. The caste system is deeply ingrained in India, and for years together, it was assumed that there were some people from who were Dalits, who are among the most marginalized communities in India. It was assumed that they would be the ones who had to do this job. So over the years, people have tried to fight this, but they continue to be pushed, forced into this job, even when they try to break out of it. The third reason is economic. That is, people are not who have been doing this for some generations are not able to find other jobs, either because they are not educated enough or because people keep pushing them to do the same job. And the rehabilitation packages that the government has written on paper, the reskilling programs that it has developed on paper again in 1993 after this practice was supposed to be abolished, this has not reached enough people. Very few people have been able to take advantage of this, and so they, for a livelihood, continue to do this job.
You know, Rohini, despite the law banning these sort of professions, there seems to be no helping these cleaners. So what's your general sense of their plight?
So I shot with 3 manual scavengers, but I met 17 or 18 of them that were working in different neighborhoods. And while talking to them, I realized that each one of them had tried very hard to do another job. But their illiteracy, most of them have not studied more than 5th grade or not at all. And another reason is their poverty, so they need to do some work, and this is the work that comes more regularly than everything else. And thirdly, their neighbors, once they find out what they have done in the past, even a few times, it becomes a sort of trap. They're unable to shed the stigma. They're called humiliating names. There are a variety of them in different Indian languages, and then it becomes difficult for them to even seek other jobs.
Can younger relatives of these sewer cleaners, say, grandchildren, break out of this work, or is it a generational trap?
Yes, the most hopeful thing about this story was that every family that I met had a younger generation that was very determined to be educated and find other opportunities. They have identified what they can control. They can't really control the stigma, but they can control how educated they are to open out the world a little bit more to them. And many of them had been encouraged by their parents and their grandparents who did sewer cleaning to not do this job again. These people are therefore coming out of it. They do still struggle with stigma, but many of them said that they don't tell people what their parents used to do unless it's a supportive group. And they are trying quite hard to find other jobs, and that is quite heartening.
Well, Rohini, thanks very much for sharing more about this group of people in India. That was India correspondent for the Straits Times, Rohini Mohan. You can watch the full video on India's sewer cleaners on our YouTube channel. There's a link in the description below.